In this video, I want to show you guys how you can link an Elementor form such as this to Inflatable Office to create a lead. And so this is one of the forms I have at one of my pages. So here I'll just show you kind of how it works. Alright, so I filled out this form, I click Start Planning. They get a little message here, said it's successful. I go into my event, and now you see I have a new line, and I click in it, and it has, because this is my company picnic page, you'll be able to see that it has the customer type, it has the Jumping Jacks events, the name of the business, my name, the business location, that phone number, got a little tag here. If you go down to events, you see the number of guests, the estimated budget. I don't know why the test message goes on the same line, but it's in the same line, and then I'm not sure why this is there. I'm going to show you how to create a form to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is go to a page. And let's see. I need to redo this one, so I'm going to just delete it and start over. Okay, we'll go here, close that out, and start from scratch. The other thing you're going to want to open is go to settings. Good. Let's do this. The checkout page. This is better. I've learned. So if you go to the checkout page, you'll have everything you need in here. We're going to right click somewhere, it doesn't really matter, and view page source. Okay, so now we have our page we're going to add the form onto, the quote page here, and the source page there. Don't worry, you're not really writing a ton of code, you just got to find it, but it's really easy. So here we're going to click on the add, select a single column display, and then type form. Boom. Okay, so that's the basic form right there. I'm going to rename this to field date form. And then I'm going to go start doing everything. The basics is I do the fields first before I do anything else. So the first thing is name. I want to know their name. I do full name in it. Now here's where the cool part is. You go to advanced, and this right here is the important part. It's what we're looking for. So we're going to go here. We're looking for name. So you could type in name. It gives you 621 options. Probably don't want all those. So I'm going to tell you what this one is. View a first and last name, that's what this is. So whenever you type it in, and you search through it, what you're looking for is this field here that's in the label, and it matches up to this, okay? Anything in white is what's displayed to the customer on this page. So we have this, and we're going to look for this ID right here, first and last name. Let's Control C. We're going to copy it and paste it in this field here. See how the field ID changed? Okay, next we're going to go email. I can tell you email can stay the same. Messages, you can type in Change this to notes. Okay, so this is for my field day. So another one I want is school name. And then I'm going to come over here and control right here. Look, organizations where they normally fill that in. So I'm going to come over here, type F, and do organization. So we come here, see this label. In green is the label. It says for event organization. You got this one here is before the close. That one's in white, I promise. And then you got input, CID. We're going to take the ID and do event organization. Then we'll take that, paste it in here. Some of you may want to know the city. So we're going to come over here. So look, we got the event city and then we have the location city. So we're going to go for the contact, the venue city. So I think we're going to come over here. I just typed city. There can't be that many of them, right? So we have the contact address, same as event. So this is the customer's city. Okay. So if you do city here, that's going to be the customer's city, which 9 times out of 10 is going to be, for a field day is going to be the same. So we're just going to use that. Then add state. Go here, see state. Whoops. Here, I'm just making one up. It's going to show up in that field here, and it's going to give this name here so that I know their budget and whatever. You don't have to get all this information. If you wanted to do just the name, email, and school, that's good too. You can go. I tell you, cell phone is a good one to have. That way you don't forget to ask them, because I forget all the time. My wife gets upset, so. So we're going to go cell phone, and ID is form field, cell phone. IO's told me that it's for sure just cell phone. I'm not sure where. Because I don't think you can put form field in. I think you can only do one of. So let's see. Nope, you can't. So just put cell phone. And now we're going to go through and organize it. So we're going to come up here. I want the school name up here. The email, we're going to do 50%. Cell phone is going to be another 50%. Message is going to be the whole city. Whoops. The city can be 50%. State 30%. Let's do this one as 40, 30. Yeah. All right. So now we got these forms in. We want to do a design, so we're gonna put in here. HTML. You guys probably won't get this, but that's not a span, I want a div. There we go. So I can put in here heading, and I can drag it up to the top. Where'd my heading go? There it is. So now I got this start planning, school name, full name. Okay, now we're gonna design a little bit. Go over here, we're gonna pad it by 20. I want a border, but I don't really want the border. I just want the radius of 25, 15. Put a shadow on it. All right, so there's our form. We can take the button, style, let's do the button. We can call it 15, and maybe only do, I think there's a way of, come down here, button. That doesn't seem right. Not real sure why that's doing that. Huh. Anyway, okay, so here's the next most important part. Okay, so after you're done designing it, your actions after submit, you want to have the collect submissions. That's usually on by default. And then I would turn off the email because IO will email you when you get a new one. So there's no sense in having two emails. And then if you want to send it to MailChimp or a webhook or whatever, you can do any of that. Or you can do a little pop-up, doesn't really matter. And then you, oh, here we go. I forgot one. Hidden fields. You can do hidden ones to do stuff that you don't want the customer to do, but is going to be advantageous for you. So like do customer type, and this one's going to be school / so I'm typing in here this is the customer type. See the ID here, customer type. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm putting in my school university right here. So this is my ID. This is what I'm having it pre-populate so the school doesn't have to. For my customer type, you can do the same thing with customer tags. Sometimes just getting used to what you're looking for. Cust tags right there. See that? Cust tags. That's what we're going to do. If we want to put one in, we can do another one that says cust tags. Oh, I like to do this too. I don't do very many customer tags anymore, but I started to some. Delivery type. It does IO's default one. If you don't do this, I don't use IO's default one, so whoops. So then I have to go here, and this is generally the one we use for them. It's a field day, so it's generally pretty early. Update. All right, so now I've got this form. It's all built out. It looks good. You can hit this, and it minimizes. The shadow makes it pop out some, and you're ready to go. If you want to see what it looks like on mobile, you can click it. Once you're designing something, you should always look at it on mobile too. Full name. There we go, because a lot of people use mobile. So if you have any questions about how to do that, I went kind of fast, but hopefully I made it pretty simple. A lot of it is just using the Control F, typing in something, and clicking the next one until you find what you're looking for. But remember this ID. You have to find this in the sandwiched between two labels, and then it's the next one where it's where you're looking for an ID. So you put that ID in this ID, and you should link it all. If you have any questions, leave a comment, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to help.